In this problem, I'm going to test whether or not you understand how an amortization schedule works. And so we're going to break down the payments on a loan into interest payments and principal payments. And in this case, what we have is a loan for $30,000 over 10 years with monthly payments. So we have 120 payments. Annual stated rate is 9%. We're going to have to figure out what that is on a monthly basis, figure out how much the payments are, and then break them down into interest and principal amounts. So in this case, I'm going to ask you how much of your second payment is interest. I might ask you to write out an amortization schedule some other time, or I might ask you how much of your third payment is principal, something like that. In any case, there are a number of things I can ask just to make sure that you understand how an amortization schedule works. In this case, we're going to find out that the second payment is $223 in interest, but let's go ahead and do it. The first step in this problem is to calculate how much the monthly payment is. We have 10 times 12, 120 months. We have an interest rate of 9 divided by 12, or 0.75% per month. We've got a loan amount of $30,000. The future value is 0 because there is no balloon payment at the end. And so now let's use the BAII Plus in order to do the calculation. 120 is in. 9 divided by 12. Let's put this over here so that you can see it. 9 divided by 12, that's 0.75. That's I/Y. The present value is the amount of the loan. That's $30,000. That's the PV. We're going to calculate the payment, and 0 is the future value, and now we want to compute the payment. And we get $380.02, which is $380.03. Actually, when you round it, it's $380.03. So there's your payment. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to figure out how much of that payment is interest and how much of that payment is principal, and that answer changes from payment to payment. The very first payment that you make of $380.03, well, remember you owed $30,000. The interest on that loan is 0.75% a month, so $30,000 times 0.75% is $225. So of that $380.03, $225 is interest, and the balance, what's left over, 380, well actually right here we have it, 380 minus 225, that amount, the difference there is the principal amount that you're repaying. And so at the end of the first month, you owe, how much do you owe? At the end of the first month or the beginning of the second month, you owe $30,000 minus the $155 in principal that you have repaid, which gives you a total of $29,844.97. So there's the balance at the beginning of the second month. Well, the interest that you owe at the end of the second month is based on this balance at the beginning of the month, and that interest is 0.75% of that balance of $29,844.97, which is $223.84. That's the answer to the question. The specific question was, what is your interest payment in the second period? $223.84. Notice that's a little bit less than the interest payment in the first period. And just to go ahead and finish at least that month, let's figure out what the principal payment is. Well, the principal payment at that month is the $380.03 that you paid minus the interest, the $223.84 that we figured out. The difference, $156.19, is the amount that you're paying towards principal. And although we don't have it here on the sheet in front of you, the balance of the loan at the end of the second year, or the end of the second month, or the beginning of the third month, is going to be this $29,844.97 minus the principal payment that you make, $156.19. So $29,844.97 minus $156.19 will be what goes here on the third period, which is the beginning of the third month.